Okay, good morning everyone. Let's start with the class today. And these classes provided by CECA, and this is everyday class Monday to Friday. The timing is 10 to 12. And if anyone after the PT, you can tell that person to attend the class, and definitely he and she can also take the benefit because we don't charge anything. We do practice the question which are from the exams, like the past memories as well, right? And this is how we run our class. Like every day we discuss the tips, tricks, strategies, and we practice the different questions here. I also give the feedback, and if you have any query, you can ask me. I will be more than happy to answer those questions and queries. And besides that, we do run the NATI classes. If you are after the PR pathway and want to earn more 5 points, then you can opt the NATI exam, which is for Hindi, Punjabi, Nepalese, and Urdu language. That's the classes we are providing right now. Slots are available on the Facebook page of CECA, and you can better look into that. And there is an update regarding the seminar, and that's on the Facebook page. And if you after that seminar, it's from morning 9 to evening 5:30, so you can go and check the post what it is about. It is actually covering every aspect. So whatever services I'm mentioning here in the slide, every service, if you have any question to any study wise requirements, study visa requirements, and PR pathways, PR requirements, different areas, what does their criteria to go after the PR TR things, right? Whatever your query is, we are running a seminar from morning 9 till 5:30 evening. So you can just check out that post and get all the details. It's there in the Sika page, and so it's on the topmost event right now, right? And definitely, if you want information, you can utilize that link or that timing and whatever is mentioning in that post. But yes, if anybody other after some advice, any sort of advice, you can just save the date, which is 17. That's tomorrow, right? And besides, you can check all the updates on the Facebook page regarding that seminar. All right. So here we will be starting the class with the reading section today. So the reading section, the timing for reading section is 32 to 40 minutes, right? So you know that this is part 2 of the exam. We finished off with the speaking, and then we just finished off the writing yesterday. Today we will be doing the reading, which is part 2, 32 to 40 minutes. And how many item types here? There are 5 item types, right? Reading, writing fill-ups, reading fill-ups, reorder paragraphs, MCQ, single answer, and multiple answer. So order can be any, like normally students, they do have the MCQs in the first go when they start with the reading section. Normally the MCQ multiple answer and then MCQ single answer, and then comes the reorder paragraph and followed with the fill-ups of both categories, right? But yes, order can be any, so don't worry about the order, but definitely you will be doing all these 5 item types only. This is single time section. No individual time is given in any of the module and any of the item type here. You are taking care of the time by yourself, so it's your responsibility how well you are managing your time here. So I usually tell you guys how much time you're spending on each blank, 1.5 minute to 2 minute, 1 minute, 2 minute, 2.5 minute, 3 minute, right? So that's how you are just giving yourself a target. Okay, this is the time I'll be spending on this blank, on this reorder, on this MCQ, so that you're not running out of the time before reaching to the last question of the reading part, because every question is important here. That's how it will build up your score, because the majority of the score for the reading, it comes from the reading section only. Even some of the item types from other modules have the partial credit, but again majority comes from here only, because obviously there are more questions here, so the potential is more for the reading here. Talking about today, what we will be doing first, it's going to be the reorder paragraph. And I just picked the reorder paragraph because it just take a lot of time to discuss that, to solve the more and more question and to be proficient in that. So that's why we will be starting our class with the reorder paragraph. And then according to time, we will be moving to MCQs today, or maybe fill-ups. Let's see how much we can cover today. So there will be several text boxes appear on the screen in a random order, right? So several text boxes, that means you will be having 5 boxes, smaller boxes in a bigger box. There will be written text in that. That's in random order, and you have to arrange that in the correct order. The skill assessed is reading. The prompt length, that means the text of those words will be 150 words. Up to 150 words you will be reading altogether in the 5 or 4 boxes appearing on the screen. So there are 2 ways you can move the text. You know that, like left click on the box to select, right? So whatever you will be selecting, it will outline in blue. You will hold it with the left click of the mouse and drag it to the desired location, right? Another way, left click on a box to select it, and then left click on the left and right arrow buttons to move it across, right? On the right panel, you can also use the up and down arrow buttons to reorder the boxes. So there will be 2 arrows pointing right, left, pointing up and down, 4 arrows altogether. So as per they are mentioning the direction, select the option you want to move, click the arrow in which direction you want to move that option, whether right, left, whether up and down. To deselect a box, left click elsewhere on the screen. So if you want to deselect any box you have selected, you can click anywhere on the screen and it will deselect that option. Suppose I have selected this third option. Now I want to deselect that, so just click anywhere on the screen. So automatically this will deselect, right? These are the arrows I'm talking, right, left, up and down. And simply I can keep holding the option I'm selecting with the left click of the mouse and dropping it here in the this box where I have to state the option in the right order, right? This is how it will be. So first of all, when you get this question, you have to read the text in the boxes in order to understand the main idea, right? Main idea of each sentence, like what this sentence is conveying. Is it a link? Is it a extended detailed description? Is it actually talking about the subject? It is a conclusive sentence, it is an exemplary sentence. So every sentence, just read them thorough and get the main idea of each sentence, that what this sentence is conveying, in what sense, and where can be the possible right position of this sentence in the sequence, right? So you can do this by noting the keywords. And what are the keywords? Obviously, maybe a sentence having the name of a person, maybe a sentence is having the activity which is actually discussed in the whole of the sentences, right? So those is the main keywords. Then start looking for the links related to that keyword. So every sentence have 1 keynote, 2 keynotes, right? So try to figure out what are those keynotes in the sentences, because that will tell you what could be the possible right position of that sentence in this sequence. Now use the keywords to form an overall idea of what the original text is about. So when you're done finding the keynotes from every sentence, like read all the keywords and get an overall idea, like okay, what this is actually telling about, what all these 5 sentences are talking about, right? So that keynotes will give you an overall idea of the whole sentences, and then it will lead you to more perfect right order of all those sentences. So this will help you to find the logical order. This is your question screen will be for this particular question, and like this you have to see what actually it is discussing about all the sentences, what is the main idea of the sentences. Like after getting the keynotes, just read them. It's a study, it's regarding women, it's regarding acne, and it's regarding some link between acne and food, and link between diet and acne. So this will give you, okay, now this is about a study conducted on women about acne, and link with the food and diet with the acne, right? So now you see how beautifully we get the central idea of the overall text, right? Now we got this idea, now we know what could be the possible sequence of the events. Then we are reading the sentence and we're getting the most probably the right logical sequence of the events, how we gonna fit them out. So this is we already done in the last class. We won't be discussing what could be the possible right answer of this one. Now first of all, finding the independent sentence is important. you know that you will be getting 1 mark for that independent sentence alone, and after that it works in pair, right? So how it works in pair, everybody knows that here. Am I correct?
Yes, teacher.
All right, cool. So independent sentence 1 mark, and after that the pairs you will be getting, each right pair you will be getting 1 mark. It is not important that pair is going to be on the right position, like on second, third, fourth, like where they actually need to. Even if they are at some other position, like the second pair, it is, you made that pair on the 5th position, still you will be receiving mark, provided that that pair is right? And pair always work in the forward direction, they never work in the backward direction. Never feel like if I have written the right answer is BC and I have written CB, so still I'll be getting mark. No, it only works in the forward direction. So if you have written B and C, right, only then you will be getting that 1 mark. If you have written CB, definitely you won't be getting that mark, right? So if there are 5 sentences, right, if there are 5 sentences in the question, so how many pairs you will be making? 4, right? And if there are 4 sentences in the question, so you will be making 3 pairs, right? So here the potential of the question, again, 5 sentences 5 marks, 4 sentences 4 marks. How? Because after the pair it is the independent sentence you get mark for, right? So 4 sentences equals to 4 marks altogether. 5 sentences plus 1 for the independent sentence, like the first sentence, and then the total comes 5 as well here, right? So 5 sentences 5 marks, 4 sentences 4 marks, but pairs 1 pair less, because definitely that's how we are making pair. After finding the independent sentence, we are looking to do the links to the whatever the keynote in the independent sentence, we are finding links for that. Like we get the overall idea, we got the keynotes, now we are giving a logical order by finding links, by finding time sequence, by thinking about the overall structure. And if nothing is working, then we are working on the trial and error method, right? But I won't recommend you go after this, first try with the logic, strategies and tips only, right? Now the independent sentence, we write or we find the independent sentence which actually introduce the whole topic, right? It won't have any references to information that must come before it, right? If I'm talking about PTE class is organized every week, Monday to Friday, 10 to 12. Now this is a complete sentence. It doesn't need any reference before, right? And if I say CECA is organizing PTE class, it is entire week, and from Monday to Friday, the timings are 10 to 12, right? Now these are the 3 sentences I'm saying, and out of that, you know that which sentence could be the independent one. Of course, the first one, where it doesn't need any reference, and after that there are links. Now it refer to the PTE class, so that will be the second sentence. And then they're talking about further, they are giving information about the timing of that class, so that will be become the third link. So there is a time sequence offered. So PTE class, then it is organized when, and what is the timing for that. So that's how you are actually finding the links in your given reorder paragraphs as well. This is already done, we won't be saying about this much. Okay, you can use the grammar to help you find the links between the ideas in one sentence and the next. Like look for articles, the, right? So the is often referred to the main subject or a subject mentioned before. Like in this case, for example, in a sentence they mention 15,000 women, and they are saying the women. That means this the is referring to those 15,000 women, right? So this is how you can find the links by using grammar. And then it is saying the women to assist. That means something like assist, that means the assistance. You see, they're talking about the help, and then again they used an article to further explain that help, the assistance, right? So the word is definitely is a link when it tells the description of whatever previously mentioned in the sentence, right? So it referred to the previous subject of the sentence. Here in this case, though is referred to the 15,000 women. In the next sentence, the assistance, that means it is referring to the assist or help they are talking in the previous sentence. So just look for the in the sentences and just see what basically this the is referring to, which subject of the which sentence, like out of the which sentence given. And another linking word is like pronouns, right? Like as I said, PTE class, and it is, so it referred to PTE. If it's a person name, he referred to that, obviously male person referred to that per name, she referred to that female, they group of people, or group of employees, it could be group of assistants, right? So they, this, that mean particular object, they are talking about this, these talking about all those subjects, right? Objects. So these, those, so these are all the words which will help you to tell the exact right pair. Okay, I'm talking about the warm clothes, right? And those clothes are used in winter. So I'm talking about those warm clothes, like the warm clothes and those warm clothes. So it is telling the link with the help of the pronouns. Look for the signal words. Signal words are also and additionally. They signal that another example or another reason is being added. So whenever you have a sentence with also, additionally, and then there are another signal words like however, but, so these two, the later two, they show us the change, contrast. The previous two, they add more reasoning, more explanation, more examples to the thing we are already talking about. So whenever we have also additionally, that means we need to add something before that, and then we can add this feature as well. When we are writing however but, that means we are giving some positive effect or maybe some negative effect, and now we are contradicting it with the positive or the negative, depending on the Anjali, you have a question? Okay, right. Moving next, time sequence. So these are the possible structure when something is some, like the entire reorder paragraph is given in the sense of the time, like the events are given in the sense of the time. Let's read it. Look at the clues related to the present, past, or future, or for clues linked to the order that ideas come in, right? They are not always there, but often you will see them. So we have to look for the clues which are related to present, past, and future. So that means we have to look for the keywords which represent these three possible time positions, right? Or we have to find the clues which link to the order that ideas come in. Like we have to find the links, like to get the overall idea and to just imagine how this events can be synchronized, and how they can be, how a logical order can be given to these events mentioned in the time sequence, right? Sometimes there are useful linking words like after that, before this, finally, and these are also making everything easier for you, because how, definitely after that, that means definitely there's something which happened before and after that this happened, right? Now if it says before AD, before BC, right, that means okay, so this can be the first sentence as well, because this is talking about from the extreme past. So maybe the event has started from the extreme past, because these are actually the real questions when there are time sequence are given, right? At other times, the tenses can indicate the correct order. For example, was and were indicate the past, right? Will be indicates the future. Have with the verb, like have spread, indicates a time from the past until now. Think about the overall meaning. If there are different tenses, think about how they will be organized, right? So it's like every helping verb out there, it is indicating a time, right? And then you get, when you're reading all the sentence, you get, okay, now this is a different combination of the time. Now think about the overall structure, how they can be organized, which thing can be, I'll be writing at first, maybe past, future, present, like according to the events what they are mentioning in there. And according to that, there are two common structures. So normally when tenses indicate the correct order with the help of the helping verbs like was, were, will be, have, spread, right? So these are the two possible structure maybe you can write the events in. So you will be starting in the past, moving forward in the time, and talking about the present situation, right? This could be one possible structure, again depending on how you can organize the idea and what thing they are discussing in the sentences, right? Coming to the second structure, maybe you're starting with the present situation, giving a past reference, right? Then talking about the future and ending in future only, or maybe again ending in the present only. So it again depends what the sentences are describing in there. So then you can follow these two possible structure, and maybe you get the right sequence in short span of time rather than spending too much on that particular question. Moving on, so these are the possible structure. Starting with the subject, definitely these three gonna be this. Obviously, this is how you need to think about the tenses, and this could be the possible structure when you're framing the reorder paragraph. Starting with the subject, add details or explanation, and then maybe there are examples given, add them. So you're starting with the subject, adding detail, right? And then adding an action happened. Like what was the what event or what thing they do in like to implement the same strategy and action. Then more details about that action maybe and result of that action. Then third possible structure, start with the journal statement, sentence, introduce a problem, and then a solution can be there. So these are actually the three main structure, and of course there are two for the time, but yes, these are the three main structure. And out of these three structures only you are making the reorder paragraph, right? Because this is the possible structure depending on how they have given the events in the question, right? Maybe it could be like this simple four sentences, then five sentences, and again it could be four sentences as well, right? So moving on, trial and error is the last thing. If nothing is working, no strategy is working, then what you are doing, you are just doing hit and trial, sort of trial and error. That means just put any sentence in sequence and see they giving any sense together, let them be there. If no, pick any other sentence, put it up there and see if they are making any sentence sense together. Okay, yes, then keep it there, right? Like this, try with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences and see what sequences are given the right sense, and according to that you can frame your answer. But better always work with these strategies first, never go after this method. But yeah, again, it's not that you are leaving that question unanswered or blank, because there is no negative marking. So if you are, just in case any guesswork of your gets right, you will be getting that 1 mark, 2 mark, and you never know, 3 marks as well, right? So it's important that you should write the answer, build it as per your knowledge, right? And using the hit and trial method as well. Okay, let's go to the questions for the same. And here are the question. I'll be just showing the first question. I'll keep adding the question when you'll be done with this one. All right, so here it is. I guess font size is fine. Okay, so you can see this one. It got 5 sentences, so the potential of this question is 5 marks. Now read this 5 sentences, look for the keywords in each sentence and get the overall idea. And after that, try and think what could be the possible right sequence. And send your answer in the chat box. Like as we just discussed, look for the keyword in each sentence. Get the overall idea of it is, what actually this is describing, what it is discussing. And then according to that, give your answer in pairs kindly. Like suppose the right order is just like this is the right order, suppose A B C D. So how you will be sending me your answer? Like this, right? So this is how you will be getting mark when you are giving answer in pairs. Definitely over there you are just dragging them on the right position, but here you have to send me answer in pair only. Don't ever write simply like in this manner. Always follow this to write your answer. So it becomes easy to check and saves time. Okay, Ashmita, I got your answer. Sorry about that.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, how we write in comment section? I can't find. Sorry, I'm using first time.
Oh, it's okay. There is a option stating chat. When you see, when there is an option of mic, video, and like in the same row, there is a box stating chat. You got it? What you are using it on? Phone or laptop?
No, ma'am, phone.
Phone, okay. Phone, then maybe there are three dots, like three dots, sort of that symbol you can
Yes,
see.
ma'am. That's option. Yeah, I find. Thank you.
All right, so there you get the chat.
Yeah.
So open that up and you can send me message, I mean answer. All right, and Ashmita, let's see your answer. Come on, it's not opening up. Okay, now done. Okay. Okay, and Ashmita, your first pair and first sentence is not right. Okay, you just gave me order like that only. And then the second one, it is also not right. The remaining two, they are right. So 2 marks, Ashmita. Sukhdeep, how you are writing it? I told you to make pairs. So when you make pair, you cannot put comma in pairs. But if you're giving me the separate option, then only you can put comma. So decide first how you are sending your answers. And Taranjot, last 2 pairs right, 2 marks. Anjali, 5 marks. Yes, this is right. And Meenu, okay, okay. So, okay, fine. And the answers where you have sent it, it's fine. And first pair, always right. For the first pair mark, you have to write like you, as you have given option. So it will be the first pair will be A, B, right, Meenu? Otherwise, you will get only 1 mark for maybe it's right or wrong according to that, the first sentence, the alphabet, but you won't be getting the mark for that pair, right? And talking about the answer, the first sentence is not right. This pair you have made on the second, obviously the first pair is also not right. The second pair is not right. Third pair says like this. No, it's not. And the last is right. No, last is also not right. And Kimberly, also your answer is 2 marks. And okay, I don't know how you are just writing A, B, C, D, E. Menuka, all right. Okay. So one pair is right, which is the pair you have written in between. So 1 mark. Okay, I got your answers the second time, Taran and Ashmita, but I won't be saying if it's right or wrong. Here, the first sentence is B, right? And after that B, like Larson and colleagues from the University of Minnesota undertook. And I guess this is a repetitive question and you should remember this. I don't know how you missed it. Undertook the study to examine whether or not teens in the state were increasing their intake of fruits and vegetable. And then fruits and vegetable intake is important for the prevention of future chronic disease. So it's important to know whether intakes of teens are approaching national objective for fruits, why they have undertook a study. So reason is mentioned there. So they undertook a study to know the national objective, to like teens for are approaching the national objective of fruit and vegetable consumption or not, right? And then B, A and C, the study gathered information about fruit vegetable intake among these boys and girls in this year and this year. And then D, teens in middle adolescents are eating fewer fruits and vegetables than in 99. Larson and colleague found. And then E, this is giving us the message and the remaining sentence. So the here right sequence, as your second answers are right, B, A, C, D, E, right? This is going to be your answer here. So let's do the second one. Because you see, this is a chain of event. If you put the ace here, like which is actually a reason why they are doing it. So after that, you are saying that these people are undertaking a study. First, you will be saying this, and then that, and then remaining is fine. Like these two pairs you have given me, and they are right. The last one, and they clearly tell the sequence here. But yes, there's going to be the first one, and then A. Come on. All right. Okay, this is the second question. 4 options. See this one? So here you will be making 3 pairs. Just look, read, get the keynotes, get overall idea, and give them the right order. This is reorder paragraph. We are practicing, Rajneesh. You can start finding the answers. Okay, so the answers, I received them. Let me see. Okay, yeah, let me see them. Okay, Anjali, your answer is right.
Seriously, ma'am?
Yes, this is right, and
Thank you.
this is like equals to, it says, okay, yeah, all 4 marks. And
Thank you,
Taran,
ma'am.
yeah, you get surprised.
Yes, ma'am, that's first time.
All right, but yes, this is actually the strategy. This is how to find them. So
Yeah,
all
ma'am,
the
I
4
got it.
marks.
Many times I'm practice on YouTube or many apps, but
Hmm?
it's always wrong. I don't
No,
know.
but this
Thank
time you
you.
gave the right.
Yeah.
Okay, and Taran, your answers are also right. So all the 4 marks. And Sukhdeep, 1 pair is right. So 1 mark. Ashmita, first pair and first sentence is right. So 1 mark for that. And yeah, it's like, I mean, 2 marks out of 4. And Kimberly, oh, okay, after Ashmita, whose answer was there? Meenu, yeah. So, okay, so 1 pair, I mean, 2 pairs are right. So it's 2 marks for you. The first sentence and first pair is not right. Kimberly, yeah, all the sentences are right. So 4 mark. And no, there is a issue with your answer, Kimberly. It is okay. First pair and first sentence is right, 1 mark, and after that, it is not right. That means 2 marks for you, Kimberly. And Meenu, for you as well, it is 1 mark only. And then Menuka, your answer, the first sentence in pair is right, so 2 marks. After that, the next one is, you mentioned this, and then that. Okay, it is all correct, 4 marks. So many of you get it right. So the answer here is the A sentence. That's going to be your first sentence. Are there any systems that can measure the accounting system? Are there any system that can measure the accounting system? Then, well, there is accounting software. So a question is asked, and here is the answer of that. So there is accounting software. Describe a type of application software that record and processes accounting transaction within functional modules such as account payable and blah blah blah, receivable, payroll, and trial balance. Then this enables the access anywhere, anytime, any device, which is internet enabled or maybe desktop based. So it is a description of that software, like what it enables, right? And then complexity, greatly vary in complexity and cost. These tools combine together to provide quality customer service and create a climate of confidence and customer service strategy that help meet the specific need, resulting one. What's the end product of that? So it's going to be the first are there, then well answer, then a description of that software, then of course B sentence, it's going to be the last one, right? So that is the answers here, right? Let's do the next question. Just a moment. So it is going to be how many sentences this time? Okay, max always, guys, it's 5. And otherwise it's going to be 4. But yeah, usually in exam, normally I guess you will be getting the 5 sentences. Sometime it's the case you're getting 4 as well. but the common one is 5 only. So here is the next set. Let me increase the font size of the same. Control A and giving them the order ABC. Alright, so right here. 5 sentences. Look, keynotes, subjects, being, and then explanation to the same. And think of the possible right order. Look for the links, one thing leading to another here. One answer. Waiting for everyone's answer. Got the Sukhdeep answer, but again, Sukhdeep, you have given me the incomplete answer. You have to give me the complete answer. Or is this for the previous one? No, this is for the same one, I guess. Here you are making 4 pairs, Sukhdeep. So just see. Okay, let's see the answer for Ashmita and Taran. Okay, here it is. Okay, Sukhdeep. First sentence is right, but the pair is not right. 1 mark. Everyone is given the same one. Just a moment. I guess this is going to be right. Okay. Let's talk about the answer from the first who sent it. Okay, Sukhdev, you have sent it first, but as I told you, the answer is incomplete. You have to send me the complete answer. So the complete answer is going to be the 4 pairs, right? You've given me 2 pairs and 1 sentence. That's not how you will be getting score. So whatever is your guesswork, according to that, make 5 pairs and send them here, right? And it's going to be not this. It's going to be. And then comes the answer of Taran. Taran, first sentence is right. 1 mark for that. And this is going to be the order here. Yeah. And the next is, yeah. And the next is not right. It is wrong. Next is, yeah, this is right, but not at the right position, but still, yeah, 1 mark. So it's 2 marks till now. And the last pair, it is wrong. So 2 marks altogether. And Ashmita, first sentence is not right. And so as the pair. And then the second one, third one is not right. And either the last one as well. So Ashmita, it's a 0 mark for you. And after you is Kimberly. Kimberly, your answer. Okay, it is first sentence is right. 1 mark. After that, last pair is right. So for this, you will be getting, yeah, 2 marks. The last pair and the first sentence is right. And in between the pairs, they are not right. Anjali, your answer, and it's okay. First sentence is right. And after that, the pair is not right. So 1 mark. This is the right pair at wrong position, but 2 marks, 3 marks. Okay, so 3 marks for you, Anjali. So 2 pairs and 1 sentence is right. So 3 marks. And Meenu, okay, no, this is not right. The first sentence and pair, it's not right. The second, no, it's not. Third, no, and same goes to last. Okay, if you want to change your answer and send me the next new answers, you can do it right now. Okay, everyone got the first sentence right, which is most young children are inexperienced in dealing with emotional upheaval. I guess it is the word here. Upheaval, right? So C, it's going to be the first sentence. It's about the young children. They are inexperienced. In which sense? In dealing with emotional upheaval. You wanna give it a second chance, or also all good? We talk about the answer. Just let me know quickly.
And talk about the answers, maybe.
Okay.
And second chance.
What was that? Was it a laugh or was it a second chance thing?
Second chance.
All right. Quickly, be quick with your answer. I'm waiting for your answer only. Yeah, Kimberly, this is all right. All 5 marks now. Okay, guys. So you see here, most young children are inexperienced in dealing with emotional upheaval, right? As a result, they lack the coping strategies that many adults have. This sentence leads to the B sentence. C leads to the B. As a result, what happened? If they are inexperienced in dealing with emotional upheaval, then what is the result of that? They lack the coping strategy that the adults have, right? C, B. And after B, it's going to be D. In particular, if we're talking about in particular, the young children lack the verbal skills, right? To express their emotion and to effectively communicate their need for emotional support. C, B, D. Then it goes to the A. The frustration of not being able to effectively communicate may manifest itself in alternative behaviors. And then E. Strategies that children may employ at this age are commonly referred to as defense mechanism. So just because you didn't pick the second sentence right, you are losing the 3 marks out of 5, right? So after C, you have picked D and it made the whole sequence wrong. So C, after that, it is like B, like they are inexperienced in dealing with this one. And as a result, they lack the coping strategies many adults have, right? We cannot give this as the end sentence. And why not? Just because I told you, if a sentence is having a connector stating as a result, doesn't mean that it is always going to be at the end. Sometimes it's just concluding up the previous sentence written before that, right? In this case, that's the case. It is concluding up. If they are inexperienced in dealing with emotional upheaval, so what they are lacking in the coping strategies, right? And if we in particular we talk about the verbal skills to communicate effectively, to show their emotional support needs, right? And this frustration of not being able to effectively communicate manifest alternative behaviors. And what strategies are there to solve this thing that children may employ are known as the defense mechanism. So it's like there is a sequence of logical events happening in there, right? So this is going to be the right order. Just think before you are picking up the option and see if anything is not in sequence here that I must change. Do that. And because just one wrong sentence makes you lose 3 marks or sometime 2 marks. You never know, like wherever you are putting the wrong sentence. Okay, so you keep counting on the marks as well. I'll be just liking 5 sentence, not the 4 sentence thing. Here you go. This is next question. A, B, C, D. 5 sentences. Quick one. Have a look on it and think of the overall idea behind this one. Possible order. Okay, take the keynotes. All right, so 2 answers, and this is 5 sentences, so 4 pairs. You have to send 4 pairs, right? Okay, let me see the answer for it. Okay, so the answer from Taran first. So it is the first pair and sentences right, 2 marks. After that, the next pair, it is wrong. The next pair, wrong. The last one, yeah. So it is 2 marks to you out of 5. And Anjali, you have given 3 pairs. Okay. Later you have given the all, so I'll be saying then your name. Okay, after you, Sukhdeep. Sukhdeep, first pair and sentence is right, 2 marks. And after that, if I go after the pairs, so it's not right. So 2 marks, Sukhdeep, out of 5. Kimberly, first sentence is right, but pair is wrong. So 1 mark. And 1 last pair is right. So it is 2 marks for you. Meenu, first pair and sentence right, 2 marks. After that, 1 pair is right, which is on 3rd position, 3 marks. Yeah, 3 marks. And Anjali, first sentence is right, 1 mark. Pair is not right. And after that, the next pair, no, it's not right. The next pair is right. And the last pair is not right. Okay, it's 2 marks for you for first sentence and 1 right pair. And Ashmita, first sentence is right, 1 mark, and after that, no, it's only 1 mark for the first one to be right. So out of 5, it is 1 mark. Okay, so here the first sentence. So the first sentence, almost everyone get that. Over the years, many human endeavors have had the benefit of language, right? This is going to be the first one. It is independent sentence, doesn't need any reference to be said before. A. After A, so if we're talking about many human endeavors have had the benefit of language. In particular, a written language can convey a lot of information about past event, places, people, and things, right? So this is going to be the second sentence after A, E, right? So if you get that, your first pair and first sentence is right, so 2 marks, you know for that. After E, when you're talking about written language, which can convey information about past, like places, events, places, and people and things, it leads to C. But it is difficult to describe music in words, and even more difficult to specify a tune. So A, E, and C, right? Then it goes to D. It was the development of standard musical notation in the 11th century that allowed music to be documented in a physical form. Then, and last B, now music could be communicated. It's present, communicated efficiently, and succeeding generations would know something about the music of their ancestors. A, E, C, D, and B. Yes, Kimberly, this is right, but in the first go, you should be knowing the right order, because you know that when it is submitted, it's done. You cannot change your answer after submission in the exam. So, like the way you are thinking, the approach you are opting the second time, the students who are sending the answer the second time and it is right, you must use that approach in the first go. So, if there are students who get the first pair right, AE, right? And after that, AE, like when you're talking about, like it can convey, what are the things it can convey? So there is a contradictory statement. But what it cannot do, it cannot express music, it cannot specify a tune. You see, so it's like it leads to contradictory statement. Like this is what a language can convey, but it is difficult to describe these things in the language, right? So ultimately, you will be getting, you have to look for these word indicators. Like as I told you, these connectors, they tell you something positive, what it and what is contradictory to that, and just assess the possibility, like if it's going to be the next sentence after that, and see, definitely if it's definitely, you will get that logical order in your mind. And then after that, development of the things, and then at the last, now, like it's like communicated efficiently and succeeding generations would know it. Okay, the one last question, and kindly everyone find the right answer for same in the first go. Try to get it in the first go. I'll be picking a 5 sentence option. I get it. It's very easy. Simple sentences, simple language. Okay, here on the screen, A, B, C, D, E. Very easy sentences. Small, easy peasy. Just go after them and send your answers. Okay, be quick with your answers. Tarun, first sentence is right and the pair is wrong. Sorry, but how are you giving answer here? Tarun, check your answer.
Okay, ma'am.
You haven't mentioned E option anywhere. And Anjali, all 5 marks. This is all correct. And Subdeep, 1 pair, 2 pairs are right. 2 marks, Subdeep. And Kimberly, all 5 marks. Ashmita, first sentence is right, 1 mark. And pair, 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 marks, Ashmita. Meenu, all 5 marks. Taran, are you typing again?
No, ma'am. I was thinking.
Okay, you haven't mentioned the E
Like,
option, or
I'm
I'm
sorry.
looking at some wrong answer. I guess this is your answer, right? But I guess you missed the E option.
Yes, ma'am. I think by mistake, at the end of DC, I wanted to write the DE.
All right, all right. Then your scoring as per the answer is 2 pairs are right, so 2 marks. And 1 for the first sentence, right? So altogether it's 3 marks. Yes,
Okay,
3
ma'am.
marks. All right. Okay, so everyone, I guess, and the answers here. Okay, and you get it right. The C, many students sit in a tutorial week after week without saying anything. Why is that? C leads to B. Why they sit like that, right? So after that B, maybe they do not know the purpose of a tutorial. This could be the reason, right? CBD, right? And they think it's a small lecture where the tutor gives them information. E, C, B, D, E. Even if do know what a tutorial is for, there can be other reasons why they keep quiet. Full stop, right? So this is how your sequence here is. They sit without saying anything. Why? Maybe the purpose is not known. They think it's a small lecture, tutor gives information, and even if they know the meaning, there can be other reasons to keep they being quiet, right? It's CB, BD, DE, and EA. That's the right order here. All right, so that was for the reorder paragraph. I guess we did 5 questions, and 4 having the 5 option and 1 has the 4 option thing, right? So you can count your score for the same. It's 4 is 4, 20, 24. So out of it is 20, we did 4 questions or 5. Okay, what it is not good one. 12 is not good one, right? All right. Let's stop it here. Kindly send me your score out of the total 1 quickly. All right, so here we will be moving to the next item type for the reading. Quickly going through with that. That's going to be the MCQ single answer. So MCQ single answer, after reading a text, you have to answer a MCQ question on the content or tone by selecting one response. Single answer, one response, 1 mark, no negative marking. 300 words could be the length of the text, and you have to select one possible right option. Whatever option you will be selecting, it will highlight in yellow color and taken as your answer. Here for this, you know that as I usually tell you, that you have to focus on the keywords in the question, because that's what you are finding it for. So if it says present indicator, so we just looking present indicator, we ignoring past, future things in here, right? If it says the main idea, we looking for the main idea. If it's looking for the what text is inferred to, so we looking for an inference in that. What is the one thing mentioned in the favor of the environment, so we're looking for that one thing only. So what is most important when it is single answer? The question itself, right? Question, pick the keywords from the question and start skimming the text. Wherever you get that keynotes, then look where what could be the possible answer in there. You won't be getting the same words, you have to look for the paraphrasing every time, right? Understand the question, right, and spend not more than 1.5 to 2 minutes, because the potential of this question is 1 mark. Like there will be 2 to 3 questions definitely, but each question will be carrying 1 mark only. So it's important that you are spending only 1.5 to 2 minutes on these questions. So let's practice 1 or 2 questions of the same category, single answer. I'll be sharing the screen with the single answers right now. Just a moment. Single answers, all right. Here we will be doing 3 questions for single answer and 3 questions for the MCQs. So here is the first question. All right, I need to stop the screen and share it again. All right. So this is MCQ single answer. So what I told you, you need to concentrate on the question here. Read question, take keynote from the question, read option and go to the text and see the keywords by skimming technique. Like it says, according to passage, a criminal in a detective story generally gets caught, right? Generally. So that's the main word. We have to look for the generally how it gets caught, like a criminal in a detective story. Go to the text and see what they have said in that sense. Come to the option, read them, and then see which option is relating to that particular phrase, sentence you have read as your answer, and send your answer. Keep your mic on mute, please. One mark, Ashmita. Meenu 1 mark, Sukdeep, Taran 1 mark. Yes, that's right, Anjali, 1 mark. So according to the passage, criminal in a detective story generally gets caught. Kimberly, what is the answer here?
D.
Yeah, that's right. Why are you taking
Yes.
long?
No,
Okay,
I
that's right. It says here, he is punished for a crime that he didn't commit. So criminal generally gets caught for a crime, for the crime he has not committed. Right? If you concentrate on question, maybe a key note from the question, you're taking it and reading the passage, it will make your work easy. So here the answer stands D, right. If you feel any other answer, you can ask me right now. Or is it good with everyone? Good? All right, let's move to the next one then. Here is the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Physical courage is an expression of emotions, relevant, uncertainty, defiance. So just go to the text, look for physical courage, what it is expression of, what it expresses of. Okay, the answer. Anjali, Sukdeep, Meenu, and Kimberly, the answer is right. 1 mark to each. Taran, answer is not right. Ashmita, right, 1 mark. Physical courage is an expression of, it says here, there are 2 types of courage. The first, an emotional state which urges a man to risk injury or death, is physical courage. Right? Physical courage is an expression of emotional state, emotions. Right? So this is the answer here. That's the physical courage. Next is, I guess it's a moral courage they're talking about. Right? So this is the answer here. So A is the answer. So I guess everyone get it. All right, let's do one more question of the same category. So it can be, guys, one word as well, and sometimes the options can be in phrases as well, in sentences as well, right? So it depends, like what sort of question you are getting in exam. This is the next question for you on the screen right now. The TSR Z hovercraft, high-speed train, Sinclair scooter, etc., like these three things, are the symbols of Japanese success, British failure, British success, Japanese failure. So maybe British success or failure or Japanese success or failure. These are the options. So what they are symbolizing? These three things. Sukhdeep, it is not right. Taran, it is right. 1 mark. These what we say, these electronic devices, hovercraft, speed train, Sinclair scooter, these are the examples, right? And what are these symbols of? Anjali, Ashmita, Meenu, 1 mark. The answer is right. Maybe sometime the sentence itself don't tell us the real answer, but when we read it to the end, it can hint us what basically it is talking about. All right, Kimberly, this is right. 1 mark. All right. So the answer here is B, British failure. So all these are symbol of failure. Why? Here it is said the British generally recognized as a far more inventive collection of individuals, but never seem able to exploit what they invent. There are many examples, and all the examples from the question are here, right? And which all prove this sad rule. So this is like they generally recognized a far more inventive collection of individual, but never seem able to exploit what they invent, right? So it is the B, which is a sad rule. Talking about the British, of course, it cannot be the success. It is, of course, the failure. They're not considering Japanese in this sentence. So the B stands here as an answer. And moving to the MCQ multiple answer, I'm just pausing it here. So the multiple answer, guys, as we generally discuss, when it is MCQ selecting multiple answer, there is a negative marking. First of all, remember always, like out of all the reading question, where you will be having a negative marking with the MCQ multiple answers, right? So you have to be really mindful what options you are selecting, because more than one option is correct. So you're not selecting all the option. Maybe there are 5 options mentioned, so won't be selecting all the options. But yes, ultimately, whatever option you're very pretty sure about, select only one, and after that just see if you are finding, as the journal rule I told you, once you find the one option which is exactly the right one, and you know that and you get it easily, after that what you have to do, then you have to do, start eliminating the wrong options. The options which you find could not be the possible right option. They are contradictory statement talking about other thing than asked in the question. So that's how you can reach to the one other option which can be the other possible right answer. So after finding the one right option, start eliminating the option. Guys, when it is MCQ, you know that where you have to concentrate. Of course, you are reading the question, understanding it, but the keynotes you're taking from the question options itself. Here we got 4 options. So you're taking the keynotes from the option, like swim directly through eddies, make efficient use of water currents, cover great distance without stopping, gain speed by pushing off the swells. So like out of these options, more than one is right according to the question asked. Now go after and remember that there is negative marking. So maybe you give me one option only, then use the technique of elimination, right? And after eliminating the wrong ones, whatever you left with, maybe that could be the possible option. So use this strategy, opt it up and see how it is working for you or not, right? Let's see what answers you are about to give now. So here it says, according to the passage, one of the adaptation of fast swimming fishes, like one of the adaptation of the fast swimming fishes that might be used to improve the performance of ships in these fishes ability to, so improving the performance of ships in these fishes ability to, what are the 2 options which is mentioned there as improving in the performance of ships in these fishes ability to? Okay, so answer. No, this is not right, Anjali. This is going to be -1. Understand the paraphrasing and see the options. Sukdeep, -1. Ashmita, 2 marks. Anjali, it's 1 mark now, but yeah, again, second option is it won't be counted as your answer, but this is right. Guys, waiting for your answer. We have to do at least 2 more questions for MCQ multiple answer. Taranjot, very good, 2 marks. It's just in the, in the sentences only. If you get that, you can get the right options very quickly. Minu, it's -1 for you. Sudeep, this one is right, but yeah, I told you first answer will be considered only. Kimberly, -1. All right, guys, the right answer here for this question is B and D. The 2 marks will be given for these one. Other option, any other like A and C, -1. And what it is, fish is ability in adaptation of fast swimming one. So here it starts. Perhaps most important of all to these and other fast swimmer is their ability to sense and make use of swirls and eddies, circular current in the water. So they make efficient use of water currents, right? And they can glide past eddies that would slow them down and then gain extra thrust by pushing off the eddies. So gain speed by pushing off the swirls. So these scientists and engineering beginning to study this ability of fishes in the hope of designing more efficient propulsion systems for ship, improving the performance of ship. Most important, these two, circular current, how they make best use of it, and how they gain the extra thrust by pushing off the swells. So B and D are the right options here. All right. It was not difficult. It was easy. The next question quickly, and possibly the last one for today. So this is actually a bit lengthy paragraph with the lengthy options to read. Here you go with it. All right. So the next question stands here. Four options. In paragraph 4, in this paragraph, the author includes the quotation from a mill worker in order to It says the author includes the quotation from a mill worker. So why author includes a quotation from a mill worker? In order to do what? Anjali 2 marks. Kimberly -1. Ashmita 2 marks. Taran, it's not right. -1. Sukhdeep, 1 is right, 1 is wrong. So -1. Minu 1 mark. Kimberly -1. Kimberly, this option is out of the picture actually. Yeah, this one is right, but one is right, one is wrong, and you know the things here, my negative marking. So it will again come back to -1. This is right now, but first answers will be counted only. All right, so the answers here, author includes the quotation from a mill worker in order to do what? Argue that clocks were more useful in factories than ever before, right? One thing, C, and other than that, support the idea that it was difficult for workers to adjust to working in factories. So the right option here are A and C, started from the first generation. I mean, not that sentence, if you're not counting that, it's okay. The factory clock became the symbol of the new work rules. One mill worker who finally quit complained, revealing about disobedience to the ding dong of the bell, just as though we are so many living machines. So, supporting the idea that it was difficult for a worker to adjust to working in factories. With the loss of personal freedom, loss of standing in the community, two negative things for them. So, A, unlike artisan workshop, it's Karamjeet, right? Karamjeet, you added in the class, but unfortunately, we're just ending this session. I know you keep trying to attend from the last 15-20 minutes, but I don't know if there's a loss of connectivity or something like that. Because the class is from 10 to 12 and it's already 12. We're about to finish it. So,
Yes.
so
And
maybe you join early, like tomorrow, you can join a bit early to practice the things.
yes, yes. Okay, all right.
Yes, it starts at 10 or after 10, whenever you feel like you got time, you can
Okay.
just come in here and you can start practicing along with us.
Okay, yeah,
All
thank
right?
you. And yes, one thing, just only one thing. Yeah. Just when we start graph and like line graph, how can I start? Because I don't know how can I start first line and
You are for IELTS class.
no PTE.
The line graph, you saying the describe image.
Yes, yes. This describe image. How
So the
can I start?
given graph, so if it's a line graph, so the given line graph gives information about. If it's a
Yes.
bar graph, so the given bar graph gives information about,
Yeah.
and the data is calculated in percentages, or maybe it's a number. So whatever it is given in, you can say the second sentence. There are templates, Karamjeet, I often share here when it is a speaking day.
Yeah.
Or maybe you come in the class every day and see what topic is going on. And if it's interest you or the module or item type you want to practice, you can stay. Yeah, and
Yes, I
otherwise you
can.
can leave, right?
Yes. All right. Yeah.
I can do share the templates, but tomorrow, of course, it's like the time to end the class, right?
Okay. Yeah, I will start 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. All
Sure.
right,
Welcome.
guys. Yes, thank you. Answer here is A and C, and it's 12:01. So I'm ending this session for today. We will be starting the class tomorrow at 10 again. And I hope you have like got the many answers right. Many of you actually improving. I can see less wrong answer and more right ones. And we will be continuing with reading item types tomorrow, like the one we are not practicing today, the fill-ups, right? That's what we left with. So both category of the fill-ups, that's what we will be practicing tomorrow. It's going to be interesting session. So try to be here at 10, right? Is that good with everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Welcome, guys.
Thank
Welcome.
you, ma'am. Bye.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye. Take care. Saran, Karam, Ashmita, Anjali, Sudeep, everyone, Kimberly. Yeah. Take care, guys. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Stay home. Stay safe. Bye bye.